said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's John. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers offense will take the field first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making it. There he goes. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So Georgia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Handoff from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Forced out of the pocket. Past the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to run it. It's Ezukama. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gives it on the option. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with him. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the run, it's Ezukama. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Tigers are flying down the field. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown LSU! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to move.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bridges.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Johns. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle. It's Johns. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play in the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Using his legs, it's Ezukama. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
LSU 21, Georgia 9.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bridges. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gonna run it. It's Ezukama. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He just keeps piling up yardage. With that one, he's over 5,000 for his career.
I mean, that is just insane. 5,000. Like, he's been the focal point of this offense. You know it's going to run through him, and he still churns those legs, burns up yards, gets those rushing yards, Jesse, week in and week out.
And he's been able to stay healthy. That's probably the most impressive thing to me, too, David. This guy takes care of his body, does what he needs to do Sunday to Saturday to make sure that he's ready to go. What an unbelievable career this guy has had.
There he goes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things at...
Oh, he's got some space. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits zero. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Griffin. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're They're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he can even get going.
Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Unleashes one. Touchdown, Georgia! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Hope. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line, and they will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for room, it's Ezukama. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move